Hi everyone, welcome to the MOA Kids activities this morning. I mentioned yesterday that we were going to do a craft, and we kind of are. We're also doing some baking, some decorating, and what we're going to be doing is a archaeology layer cupcake. We could do this in large, but we're going to do it in small. And I'm starting off here. This is how an archaeological site works. And I've talked a little bit about that on some stratigraphy and some other things that we've done on some of the MOA live talks. But let's talk about it in regards to cake. So here I have a little layer of brown cake. And this is a piece of land that nobody has ever lived on. And I'm going to add some icing to it so that it'll stick just a little bit. We're going to have a lot of layers, so we're better. There we are. So things will stick. And some people come along and they live here. And they leave behind some things. So they leave behind some artifacts. And I have some little pieces of apricot here to scour my cupboards to see what I had to put in our cake. And so we have some little pieces of apricot, and those are the artifacts from the people who were living on this piece of land. Then some time goes by, and all of these things, they get covered with soil. But what created the soil that they lived on is a little different, and so it becomes a different color. So here we have a yellow layer of soil. We're going to squish down, bury those artifacts deep beneath this soil, and we'll add some more sticky mud for our things to get stuck into. So now we have different people, and they come with different artifacts. So these people have some peanuts. We're just going to stick, they're a little bit larger than the others. This should topple my... In fact, I think we could make this into a fire pit. So there we have some stones from a fire. Ooh. And I have some instant coffee here, which I think will make for a great little remnants of a fire pit right there in the middle. So that's the little bits of charcoal and little bits of burnt materials that's going to get trapped in there when these people have long since disappeared and the soil has covered it up. Be gentle. Ooh. Here we go. Those peanuts are going to make it hard for me to cut through. Anyway, that's okay. And we have a new layer of soil. And again, a different reason, a different cause has made this soil a little different color than the two soils that are below it. So we have our blue soil here. I don't know what would cause that, but you never know. And we'll put some more sticky mud on here. I could have made this in the color of all of our soils, but it's a lot of stuff. Now, these people here, this is they've decided to build a house. And they've got some flooring, and I've got some banana pieces here that I'm going to use to lay down this floor that made up the base of their house. So there's some floor from an old house. And I'm going to use some more of that mud just to stick to those bananas. All right. And then these people leave, their house falls down, it starts to rot away, but this floor is made out of stone, so it's going to stay exactly where it is. And on top of that, we have a purple layer. Woo. So there's the purple layer of our house, or of our archaeological site. So the people who had the apricot slices are way down here, and our peanut and coffee fire pit is in this yellow layer. Our blue layer is the people with the stone floor house. And the purple layer, they've got some bigger artifacts. They have some chocolate chips. So we're going to stuff those in right in the soil. These could be anything. Maybe these are ceramic teacups stuck there in the soil. I think that's plenty. Okay. And more dirt to cover them up so that our next layer sticks to them. That'll do. And we have another layer. Here's our red layer of soil. So now it's a little bit leany. Let's try and get this right. Our bananas are sticking out. That's okay. There we go. So now we have our red layer of soil and another layer of habitation. Now these people, they've made this into a big landfill site. This was maybe 50 years ago. And this was a landfill. And on the landfill, we have all sorts of pieces of stuff to fill it in. Let's put a little bit more. There we are. And what we sometimes do to landfill sites is put grass on them. And we turn them back into a place where we can live and play and build some homes. So, because of all of that little crumbly garbage dump there, I'm actually going to put this on the top, on the bottom of that one, and we're going to stick that green layer of grass right on top. So there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of time where people have lived on this big cake thing here. And let's add some grass to the top. Should we do it this way? I think we should. Oh, is it going to come out? Oh, it was really runny before. There we go. So here's some grass for the top. Extra grass on top of the green. Ah! Okay. No! Our site may be a little bit disturbed. There we go. We'll just put it back up. And all of our grass fell off, and that is okay. All right. You guys ready? We're going to cut into this. We're going to see how it goes. Oh, I forgot. We built our house on top. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of people having lived on this particular narrow piece of land over the last 500-600 years. And the people who are living there now are living right on top of all the stuff that is beneath them. And they probably don't even know it. So let's take the house down. I don't know if this is going to work. It's all going to fall apart, isn't it? I think it will. Let's just let one half of it fall down. There we go. So we can see our layers. So as an archaeologist, we would see these layers in the area of the archaeological site that we didn't excavate. So we've excavated all of this. It's in a pile on the side. It's been sifted through. We've taken out the artifacts and we know what's there. And this is how we can see all of those different layers really clearly, and all of that time represented in the soil that's in the earth. So if you are enjoying our kids programming, our MOA Kids activities, the museum has a donation page at the front, on the very first page of our website, and we would greatly appreciate any donations that you might want to give. Thank you very much, and like many of us are doing, I'm going to be going to wash my hands. Bye-bye, everyone.